From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, near record-breaking heat over the next several days. This time of year, records are in the upper 90s to near 100. But tomorrow, the record's 97 degrees, and we're going to get very close to that as this ridge of high pressure has really been expanding. It's centered now over toward Texas, which is a little bit farther to the west, but it's really making its reach felt all the way across the Gulf Coast states, keeping us high and dry and mostly sunny, and that's what we're going to have in the days ahead. Now, as we open things on up, we have Fiona's the big news right now, but the next one might be this system that's down here in the Caribbean or approaching the Caribbean. We'll talk more about that in just a bit, but it is the third week of September, and after a very quiet start, we had our first Category 3 storm. That was Fiona. Normally that happens around September 1st. That didn't happen until the 19th, so it's been a couple of weeks late, but Mother Nature seems to be making it up. We do have one disturbance coming off the African coast that has a 60% chance of developing, so that could be the next named system. We'll see. Tropical Storm Gaston maxing out at 65-mile-an-hour winds here in the northern Atlantic, and then another disturbance that has a low-end chance of development over the next 5 days. Of course, Fiona, we'll get to that in just a bit, and our disturbance 98L, the center of the circulation, if there is one, is right here by the coast near Trinidad, Tobago, and maybe right on the Venezuelan coastline. So it's really being suppressed to the south. We'll talk more about that in just a bit, but the development zone is going to be here in the Caribbean. Tropical depression maybe in the next day or two, and then after that, tropical storm, perhaps hurricane. More on that in just a bit. Here's Fiona. It looks like Fiona's reached its maximum intensity right now. It's going to go through some eye wall replacement cycles, but bottom line, still a Category 4 storm, 130-mile-per-hour winds, moving to the north at about 10. It turns a little bit more northeasterly, goes very close to Bermuda, thus a hurricane watch and tropical storm warnings there. Might see those change over to hurricane warnings tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow night into Friday morning. And then what we'll be watching is the Canadian Maritimes. Nova Scotia could get hit with a storm, 100-mile-an-hour plus storm up here. And it's going to be a huge, whopping big wind field. So there's going to be a lot of problems going into the St. Lawrence Seaway, the Gulf of St. Lawrence here, where the water's going to be piling up and maybe a storm surge as well. So this is going to be problematic at some point for portions of eastern Canada, and a storm that they have not seen up there in a decade or two. So it's going to be pretty gnarly there. Now, as we take a look at Fiona here, we have a lot of outflow coming in the upper channels of the atmosphere, and that's been inhibiting development of our disturbance 98L, and also is keeping it farther to the south, and it may take a more southward run. If so, we're not going to see anything get going until it gets clear of South America, and then once we get closer to Jamaica, we could see something develop. Now, as we take a look at the spaghetti plots, they're kind of all over the place. There's a really wide plot here as we get toward the end of into early next week and into the middle part of next week. So the euro being on the eastern side of the envelope, the GFS I'm going to show you both on the western side. So a lot of uncertainty. We do think the eastern Gulf, Florida would be most at risk, but we'll see how it plays out. Things have to develop before we get more confidence in the forecast. So the euro picking up that this system will get going right around Jamaica and then intensify perhaps to a hurricane, western Cuba, and then take some more eastern route impacting Florida. I'm going to show you all 10 days here, so watch what happens with the year. You see how it kind of curls back to the west? That means there's going to be a building ridge of high pressure to the north. Now, as we look at the GFS model, which has been on the western side of things, stronger system in about a week's time, moving through the Gulf of Mexico, deepening and heading northward, but then we think it heads northeastward thereafter. Discount both of these systems. These are just possibilities. Right now, we're going to play it that this will not have an impact on Acadiana nor Louisiana, but southeast Louisiana will have to watch it more closely than Acadiana. Lower 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow, back into the mid-90s. Rain chances staying low, and we'll go that way as we head into the weekend as well. 73 or 74 degrees tonight. I think we're going to be closer to 75. The computer model wants to bring us down lower. 97 the high. Tomorrow should get close to tying a record, maybe breaking it. We'll see. 95 today. Should be a degree or two hotter tomorrow. A little bit cooler Friday. 94 degrees. Mid-90s into the weekend. Few showers as we head Sunday. And then here comes the front, and then good-looking weather will follow thereafter with highs in the 80s. And those overnight lows will get into the lower 60s. And right now we're playing it with no tropical influences here in Acadiana. That's it for weather. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.